So I was sim racing with my pals the other day. We talked about what we did over the holidays. I told them that I attended a drunkathon, I donated to a telethon, I listened to Shaka-Con, I watched Wrath of Khan, and I also drove a pretend Lamborghini Huracan. And that brought us around to talking about Bathurst. And that's where my story of my friend Larry comes in. You see, Larry didn't take us seriously when I told him the dangers about racing at Bathurst. And as you guessed it, Larry died on the mountain. Last thing Larry told me was, you know what Amy Schumer, James Corden, and the Lamborghini have in common? They'd all be better off without an extra 40 kilos, you know. Well, let's just hope that Larry's story is a cautionary tale for those of us who are going to be racing at Bathurst this week. Let's hope we don't die on the mountain. But if Larry were with us today, he'd say, light 'em up. It's the last race of the season.
Sim Racing Alliance season. It's been a long break, and we're back.
But it's been quite a long break, and I think you, me, and everybody involved with tonight's action is super excited to get going.
So they got a straight fight the rest of the night. He's going to have to make a move. That's a Punterino.
Serious pressure from Boostra.
Trying to switch on the inside. Sweeney goes on the inside for the defense. Oh my goodness, right in between.
He's going to dive to the inside of both of them. They're going to go 3 wide corner.
And we're off and away for SRA.
Welcome back, SRA season finale, round 8, Bathurst. Hope everybody survived the mountain. It's more like PvE tonight. Let me find that. There we go. Cool. Bathurst, one of the more challenging track on the map, I would say. Very little overtaking opportunity in the mountain. But if you're brave enough, hopefully you can get it done in the mountain. If not, wait until you're down. Coming to the last week, let's check the standing real quick. We are still leading by Roy K, our D1 driver here, who is sneaking to D6. 46 points ahead of Caleb O'Neill. If I recall correctly, O'Neill's not racing tonight. He is sick.
Yes.
Yeah. Then we have Fate P3, 83 points back. And then Rife is 129 points back. Shatna P5, another 60-ish point back. Toasters, only 7 points behind Shatna. Oh, that's up for grabbing. Guerre is another 30 points back from Toaster. Garcia is only 22 points behind Guerrier. Alan Leung, another hot pick for tonight. He loves this track apparently. This is his track apparently, so he's only 2 points behind Garcia, so that may be a standing change.
He's also leading the silver.
Alan, that's right, you're correct. Alan is leading the silver right now, so he probably will have silver win tonight, because the next silver would be, oh, not too far back. Not too far back. 7 points back from Joan Liss, and sandwiched into between is Justin Rutledge. He's here tonight, yes. Justin, is he here? Yes, he is here, Justin. So we are still looking for a good couple standing changing tonight, so don't die. To win, you gotta finish first. Look at the team. We are still leading by midfield masters. Looks like it's not gonna be a lead change there. 130 points ahead of Plan E Soda Jerks by Ian and Roy K. I mean, K is pretty ballin', but 130 points ain't gonna close it. I don't think so. P3 is URR Spectrokinesis. I'm just scrolling through if there's a close gap. The next one's, oh, that's actually a close one. Comic Racing, Pisswasser Division by Guerrero and Garcia is only 8 points behind P3. So 8 points between podium or not. So we may be looking at another standing change there. That would be a tight one. That would be a tight one. Only 8 points behind podium or not. So hopefully everybody play well and survive. Oh, is Casey Rich here tonight? If not, he is. Okay, cool. And let's see, Casey Rich is here, Andrew's here, Guerrero's here. Yes.
Yeah, Greer's here.
And then Garcia's here.
Yep.
Okay, so everybody's here for those team. That'll be a tight one. We are still in. Oh, we're in the quali already.
We're in quality. Yep. Silvers are out.
I
Laz
talk
is
too
leading the
much.
pack.
Let's see. Have they done? This is their first lap.
Yeah, he just
Yes,
started his.
just started.
I hope these drivers are ready for that turn 1 when the sun's all over the wall.
Yeah. From our last night experience, what Sean's talking about is turn 1 the brake reference get really faint. Probably about 20 to 30 minutes in, because the sun is shining in a certain way. So we will lose reference for that turn for probably 10-15 minutes. Is it about right in the middle of it?
Yeah.
And it will come back out. Not too long, and it's learnable still, but just because in practice session we don't have the time progression. Ooh, that's a little wide through 10. But also luckily turn 1 is relatively low risk if you make a whoopsie. So you may lose time, maybe a place, but you won't be damaged most likely. You just gotta listen to your car and not brake and crank the wheel at the same time. I wonder if we're gonna see a 201 tonight by our D1 driver here, Roy K.
We'll see a 201. I wonder if we're going to see that 2 minutes that he's got on the leaderboard.
That's true. Wow, 2.6 already. That is a blistering for D6 silver.
Yeah, it is.
I can only dream to do that.
That's faster than what I qualified.
My qualifying pace was significantly slower than my PB. I just didn't have the guts to risk it. After I have one good lap, I tried to risk it, and I rubbed the wall a little and nullified my effort.
It's easy to do. You were right on point saying that this track is PvE.
It is PvE very much. Yeah, I was probably a good 3, maybe even 4/10 slower than I could have been. Oh, Rigatoni saying our D5 pole last night was 4.4 only. No, wait. No way. 2.4.
2.4.
I was like, I got under 4. Yeah, 2.4. So our D6 silver could have been a D5 pole. There's some professional sandbagging here.
I think I had a 2.7.
2.7?
That was 4/10 off my PB. No, that was,
you did 2.7 last night.
Yeah, for quali, yeah.
I see. Ooh, I'm on to Alan Learn right now. Looks like he is dealing with blue flags. Learn's coming to the Murray's corner, the last turn. Starting his new lap. Last lap was a little impeded by blue flags.
Yeah, it looks like he backed out to give himself a little bit of space.
Yep. Down mountain roll, I believe it's called. A mountain straight. The first straight. Let me check the pictures. Yeah, mountain straight. That's correct. Audi. Oh, is it Liz got a little hairy on Skyline?
Just before Skyline.
Just before Skyline exiting 10. I love going downhill. That is so much fun than going up for me. Very tidy force elbows. Sam got a yellow. Oh, and went to pit. You would not have time to come back out, Sam Harris. So I doubt. Yeah, I don't think he would have time to come back out. Yep, that's positive. So Sam Harris is done. This time will be 6.38. We have, and how many more? Tima has no, or maybe has a quality ban, I'm guessing.
There's a few drivers that don't have a lap in.
Yep, we have 3 more silvers has not a lap in, assuming Tima is not allowed to put a lap in. Chris got yellow. I think that's GG.
I think he's done.
I'm still looking at Alan Lam. Under 2/10 up into the Audi hairpin.
And so I give those brake markers 3 laps.
The chase, which one?
Yeah, the one for the chase.
Dude, ours almost didn't make it. I was so surprised we had it the entire race.
We didn't.
Yeah, but okay, the 100 didn't survive, but I need that 150. 150 is an important one.
Laz just picked up a lot of time out of
let's do it.
Out of Forest Elbow.
Coming to Conrad Straight. Oh, so planned at exiting the chase. Last braking for Merrick.
Trying to get that 201.
It's gonna be 201. Oh no! Barely missed 201.
It's close.
I'ma hop onto Dykstra right here. Coming into Conrad Straight as well. Leung just got professional P2. But Dykstra looks like he's gonna take that place from him.
Although he's a little wide through the chase.
Lose a teeny bit, but he still have about a 1/10 of margin to take P2. Oh, that was excellent.
Wow, nice.
Took professional P2 from Alan Leung. Alright, as the goal. Oh, Pizzuto is coming in.
Pizzuto, yep.
Finish that, the whole thing. 6/10 up currently. That would put him 1 place up. 2 places up to P6. Excellent, excellent. Alright. So we have 23 drivers tonight, 11 gold, the rest is 11 silver. As the gold are heading out, I'm gonna go through a track map real quick. All right, Mount Panorama in Bathurst, Australia. We're upside down, mate. Length is 3.8 mile, 6.2 kilometers, 23 turns, a lot of turns. A lot of them are small turns in the mountain. Talk about overtaking opportunity. Most likely turn 1, turn 2, maybe turn 4 if someone messed up real bad. Other than that, you're gonna have to wait till you come down the mountain in turn 21 and 23. So T1 pit straight, pretty short pit straight to be honest. But if someone messed up in Murray, Hell's Corner T1 is a overtaking opportunity. Down straight, mountain straight to turn 2. Turn 2 is an overtaking opportunity because you have a long straight, good for drafting. And you can go too wide there if both of you being polite. And then turn 3, 4. Turn 3, you gotta have a good setup for turn 4. Turn 4 is the Audi hairpin. Very much on camber. Only if you manage to capture it near the apex. Outside the camber, significantly less. That will set you up flat through 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Some cars have to lift a teeny. Apparently, some cars can flat under race fuel. And then over the crest to 10, exit very quickly, but not get into the outside gravel. Turn 11 to the skyline, over the crest again. Lightly tap your brake, control your descent to the S's, 12, 13, and 14. Control the attitude of car, don't be upset, but also it's very easy to lose a good chunk of time because you're not sure or not being confident in your car. That's why something we all have to learn, to not brake too much, but also enough. The happy medium we gotta get. Into the dip, 15. Heavy camber on the left side, you're practically a tricycle for a moment there. And then flat through the rest into 17, set up for 18 force elbow. Force elbows mega critical, that leads you back to the back straight, the Conrad straight. Down the mountain, Conrad straight, turn 20, the kink. Possible side by side, but both car has to yield a little bit if you want overtaking opportunity. Turn 21, the chase is kind of like a mini chicane that is pretty quick, but you have to outbrake each other, play chicken. That will bring you to the last corner, 23, the Murray corner. That's another overtaking opportunity if someone had a bad exit on the chase. That brings you to the last turn, the Murray corner, and after that we're back on the pit straight. 27 turns. Sector 2 is practically PvE, practically zero overtaking opportunity. If someone wiped out by themselves, it can cause massive chain damage. We're back to qualifying.
Yeah,
all right.
And you need some water.
I need some water. There was a lot. All right. Okay. Of course, we've seen sub 2 already. Surprise, surprise.
Yeah, he's a half a second up.
Yeah. Yeah, we may see a 2 flat.
Justin, you may be on to something. I think Ferrari might be good here.
Yeah, I don't want to drive anymore, but I am very curious how Ferrari and McLaren do here. They feel mega stable uphill. But I guess McLaren didn't have the straight line speed down the Conrad straight though. I catch them in the Lexus too easy. Like as long as I'm like within like 7 tenths exiting the elbow, practically a guaranteed kill. Looks like Guerrero got a yellow. Guerrero went back to the pit. There's 3 minutes left. If he really wants to try, he has one opportunity.
If he goes now.
If he goes right now, he'll have one lap. A lap that is not warmed up, fully warmed up tire, but a lap. Okay, definitely is stepping into a 2 flat territories, 2/10 away from that. Let me look at Rife. Just exit held corner. Into T2, Griffins. Oh no, Rife is 3.5 tenths up, is seeing traffic. That's it, gotta abort. I don't think they're blue flagged. Yup. Oh no, there's some wall rubbing. Looks like hopefully it's just the door so it doesn't damage his downforce a whole lot. McLaren
I think he'll be fine.
Yeah, McLaren is quite sensitive to aero damages. He's gonna have to get his gap back. So let me open this in a separate browser window. Alright, who's up? Of course, Roy K's up. Barely? Where is he at the moment?
Barely. Just
coming to
just cresting
turn
over the mountain.
9, 10. Coming to 10. Oh, 9. About a 10.5 up. Very close to 2 flat. Looks like not a lot of curve on the S's. Extremely tidy for the drop. 2.5 tenths up from the skyline onward. Exit on the elbows excellent. Apparently not as good as he previously.
Nope.
I'm hop backward to Rive. More traffic coming up to turn 10 over the crest. Onto a little gravel. Yellow ahead. Nicely parked, very safely, and traffic. GG, that's it. Abort again. Man, that man just cannot put a lap in. Hop rear again to Justin Rutledge. Is Gucci Lambo. Coming to turn 8. Two and a half tenths up, that would be enough for a place at the moment. Good looking on a dipper. Setting up for the force elbow. A little wide from the apex. Losing a teeny bit of time, about half a tenth probably, till the chase.
Still gain 1 position, it looks like.
Yep. Oh, mega! That was an excellent chase. That'll put him 2 spot. If you execute Murray's correctly. Good enough for 2 spots. Barely.
P5.
5 milliseconds put him in front of Andrew Allen Wang. That was clutch. 5 milliseconds. Good one.
2011 for a pole sitter.
2011. Boy. All right, hit drive. All right. While they are setting up their setup and pit strat, we're gonna thank our sponsors. A huge thank you to our SRA sponsors and title sponsors for supporting us here at SRA, as well as support from Documize, a modern business solution for product management. Go to documize.com to learn more today. And support from Retro Saga, a North American-based gaming company that provides accessories for your favorite classic systems, including Nintendo, Sega, PlayStation, and much more. Enhance your retro gaming experience today at retrosaga.ca. And a big thank you to our affiliates, Trek Racer. Experience redefined gaming with Trek Racer's high-quality sim rigs and accessories. Use code SRATE at checkout to support us. Armamentarial, a toolbox for ACC that enhances your chance to win. Enjoy a fully customizable and enhanced HUD to change the way you experience ACC. And to Go Setups, premium esports setups for everyone. Use our affiliate link on our Discord and take your drive to the next level. All right. We have regular pit window tonight, so it is every lap except first lap and last lap. Well, first lap you can because you start in front of the pit entry. The strategy tonight is just like every week is splash and go. 1 liter. It would be suboptimal to do anything else. The rough thing is the race distance is only 29 laps. So if you have damage, it is extremely difficult to make it back up. The pit delta, extra pit delta, you only have 29 laps in total. So if you have damage, let's say you have 20 laps to go, you have only 20 laps of opportunity to make up your extra pit delta. So if you have damage, you kind of have to tough it out. So like I mentioned before, it's extremely PvE tonight. And also when you're fighting other, be polite, because none of you wanna get damaged and have to fix it and make up the pit delta, or you're gonna get a meatball, even worse. So tires take about a lap or two, about 2 laps. So after the first lap, take another lap to warm up to get to full window, at least in no traffic conditions. So that would be nice for people up front. People in the middle of the pack and to the rear probably have to take an extra couple more laps to get their tires in their proper window before they can be elbow side and fight everyone. We do not have Lexus here, is that correct? Yes, we do not.
No.
Mostly is Ferrari. We have one
Ferrari,
AMG.
McLaren.
AMG is the
I think we
outlier
have
here.
some AMG.
I just won tonight. So I wonder how are their top speed compared to each other. Because as a Lexus, I don't know how much the ballast help or not for top speed. I don't think it helps a whole lot, at least in the top speed department. Uh-oh. I think I got disconnected.
Uh-oh.
Yes. Fairly positive. Alright, I'm gonna show you and I'm gonna reconnect while you're on it. Actually,
Yeah, they're still coming down the mountain.
Yep. Yeah, my it's client side problem because Sean doesn't have problem.
You're not getting any servers.
Yep. try this.
Okay, you're in.
Yep, yep.
We didn't lose any drivers, so that's good.
Yep. Manzi's in the pit. Is that correct? It is. He qualified, right?
I was fairly certain. Yeah, he did. Ma was the only one who didn't put in a lap.
Yeah. Yep. 1.2 in D6 swap. Yeah, D6 my butt.
Straight to D1.
Straight to D1. Literally, dude, that's a D1 time. Alright, are they approaching Murray or they past Murray? They are
coming to the
approaching
final
Murray.
corner right now.
Yep. And everyone's gonna hurry up to the guide. In the pit straight.
Glasses.
And lights out and away we go. Looks like K got a good launch. So it's let's squeeze him a teeny bit. There may be a little door up. Let's go on to the outside curve. Rife still staying inside P2. Not a whole lot of place change at the moment. Alan Leung looks like lost a place to Shatner. He may have gotten that back. Nope, he does not. Gilchrist is right behind him. And Rive is staying right behind Liz, and Liz is already 1 second behind our leader, K. Looks like everybody's tidy, yes. Everyone's pointing the right way, yes.
So far so good.
The pit is now open.
Pit window's open, so if we have any mishap lap 1, we're allowed to go in and fix it real quick if that's need fixing. Rive is still hanging to the back of Liz, coming to the elbow, looking for massive toe. Let's see what's the top speed gonna be. K is already running away, nearly 2 seconds away from P2 Liz. Fisher just overtook Dismuke. I'm gonna replay that. Oh, Dismuke went wide and forced elbow. Invited Stephanie in.
Easy position.
Looks like Andrew Leung, not Andrew, sorry. Alan Leung's right in the back of Shatner, coming to Murray. Guerra looks like made a pass against Dismuke. Down the inside of Murray corner. Oh yeah, Dismuke had went really wide. Got an apex phobia there.
Couple of yellows, just they're all pointing the right way.
Okay, excellent.
They're in good shape.
D6 has been excellent on lap 1 this season. Like everybody's very polite. Fade, Swan.
Fade is still parked against the wall.
Swan.
Oh, big crash behind them. I'll replay that.
Yep, Garcia's pointing the wrong way. So it's May. You catch that?
I got Garcia, yeah.
Ooh,
Oh.
that looked almost familiar.
This is not Watkins Glen. We are not bowling here.
Yeah, Griffin. Oh, right to teleport. That is a very tricky place to come back. Stephanie got a yellow. I'm going to play that. Oh, that's heavy damage. Coming into the over skyline to the drop. Ooh, that's early on. I don't know if she can tough that out. That may be a suspension damage. Looks like, oh, I missed the overtick. Darn it. Rife overtick List with a 1.5 second gap behind him and 3 second gap to in front K right now. Leung and Dykstra are still going at each other.
A lot of ground to make up.
That is a lot of ground to make up. Our leader K is already doing sub 4. Last lap is 203.8. Second place Rife is not bad either. 204 flat. So, but still, that is a lot of ground to make up. Swan got a yellow. Looks like that is mountain straight.
A little oversteer. Little contact with the wall.
Probably can tough that out.
Yeah, he's still pointing the right direction.
Back to Leung and Shanna in front, coming to turn 7-8. And 9-10. Relatively conservative at the moment, exiting 10. Don't want to exit too wide into the sand. There's a little traffic into the elbow. Down to Conrad. Eric's got a yellow.
Well, I do not see it.
There's a couple people in the pit, staying in the pit. Garcia staying in the pit.
He
Maybe-
may still be fixing damage, as well as May.
Garcia is stopped for 3 minutes already, but he teleported.
Yeah. May
Fate
is back out now.
Fate is back out. Cool. I don't know if Garcia is coming back out. Rufus got a yellow. I'm gonna replay that.
You got it?
I got it. He's in the chase. Oh, power over. Oh wow, that's a lot of momentum. No damage, yeah? Yes, no damage.
Been there several times in practice.
Okay, Garcia is still in the pit. I don't know if he's gonna come out. If he doesn't come out, the fight with Pisswasser versus Comic Racing is gonna be not Comic Racing. Is it Comic Racing? It is. Gonna be really close. Or they may have just given up that fight if he doesn't come out. It's 8 points away. Back onto Rutledge, to the back of Dykstra, coming into T10. Over the skyline.
Takes a lot of trust to follow somebody this
It
closely
is
through
so
here.
hard to follow. I didn't have that skill. I just dipped. Undercut.
It worked out.
Frankly, it worked surprisingly well. I did not anticipate that worked out that well, to be honest. And Dykstra in front. Ma got a yellow. You want to catch that one?
Want it?
P15. Go Haley. Oh, this. Oh boy. Beyblade cosplay. That looks rough. Oh, Tally right back.
Yep.
That looks expensive. I don't think he can tough that one out. Rutledge had a boo-boo, I believe. Just a blunder. Make the gap to Dykstra a little further back.
Now he's under attack from 2 drivers from behind.
Yup, Leung's right behind him. Oh, Leung got past Shetna. I missed that. I'm sorry. Leung has been going at Shetna for a good while. Let's see. Stephanie still has not pit after the Barry R meeting. Okay, so I think she's toughing that one out. That I was a little surprised that looked heavy.
It did.
I don't know how sensitive they are. The Lambo is to the damage. Oh, Rutledge, GG. Good dodge by Allen. That was heavy. I've seen that before with Aoki last season. Did he collect Gilchrist?
No, Gilchrist collected himself, but it blocked the entire track.
Oh my lord.
Gilchrist has returned to pits.
And Justin's trying to get his way out. That's difficult.
Oh, man.
Guerrero also got a yellow again. I'm gonna replay that. And you stay on Justin. Yeah, he's still there.
Yeah.
This is live, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god. Oh, man. Who did he collect? Oh, Guerrero. Oh, he gave up. Guerrero also failed the setup for Force Elbow. Oversteer the setup into the outside of Force Elbow. Now his front is gone. I believe that's Stephanie behind him. Is that correct? Yes, Stephanie overshot the chase. Went off. Yeah, Sector 2 is very much PvE. Oh boy.
This turned nasty fast.
Yup. It's PvE. Like, D6 has been so good all season with each other. But Bathurst is Bathurst.
While all this is going on, Rife has taken the fastest lap.
Yup, it's a 2:02.732, under half a second, or about half a second, faster than the previous fastest lap. Dan Rufus got a yellow.
Not seeing.
I'm replaying that. Oversteer in Hell corner. I guess that's why it's called Hell.
And confirm.
Power oversteer. I'm surprised. Didn't look like he used curb. I can totally see the oversteer power over if he used inside curb. Last turn and first turn, the curb inside can be quite tall. I'm on Dismook at the moment. Eric's P21 got yellow. He's gone. Looks like
No, he's still ping-ponging off the walls.
is he ping-ponging?
Yeah.
Oh boy, oh, he's blue flagged. I see. I was following Gilchrist just past.
He just returned to pits.
Alright. Looks like he was a hazard. Gilchrist, Rutledge, Eric's went to the pit. Stephanie should just came out. 50 seconds of stationary time for Stephanie. Gilchrist just came out again. As well, 2.5 minutes. Rufus got yellow. Again, that's like Force Elbow. Boy, oh boy. Is that it? Is Rufus gonna call it? Yup. He was not even safe to be on track, sadly. This is so hard. I'm on Dismook at the moment. Eyeing down the back of Guerrero. Fighting for the P8. Guerrero looks like he has front arrow damage in his McLaren, and that would be detrimental. McLaren's quite sensitive to front arrow damage. He's gonna get hella under at turn 7, 8, 9, and 10. Going up the mountain and near the apex of the mountain. Those are high-speed corner. If you're under, you may smack the outside of the wall. Let me know when you're ready.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of damage on there.
Don't know if you can buff that one out.
Nope.
Get really close to the outside line and the wall. Looks like I still have a car under control pretty well. Looks like this Mook's not too confident following at the moment. Going down the mountain is so hard. The visibility.
Yeah.
Bad exit for force elbow for both drivers. Yep. Rutledge got a yellow. P21. Oh, this Mook trying to overlap in the kink and use the curb and send himself into the barrier. He actually touched the barrier.
Rutledge is
No barrier.
actually gone. No, we haven't lost anybody.
Do 23 drivers.
Yeah. But I do not see him.
Where's Rutledge? I do not see him either.
Uh-oh.
Oh, we're missing 20th in race control. I don't have 20th.
I have 20 as
Oh, now I
Eric's.
do.
I don't have 21st. There's Ma in 21st. but
Now my
missing
20th is gone. I'm gonna check the log real quick. Rutledge is disconnected. Positive. GG Rutledge. I'm gonna hop onto Kovic to the back of Casey Rich.
Good run for Rich so far in P8.
Yeah. Kovic rubbed the wall a teeny bit, exiting 9.
Yellow from Swan, I'm gonna replay it. And taking a little wide through 10.
A little curb,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
a lot more curb. Oh, he said no. Oh, that looks expensive. Fisher got a yellow, P15. Oh, wrong way? Oh no.
T1. Yeah.
I see. Kovic just passed Rich. I'm gonna replay that. Ooh, down to Kink and Conrad. That was a good move. Nice and clean. Now we have 4 car trains. One of them tried blue flag, I suppose.
One of them has to be a blue flag. Is that that's not the leader, is it?
That is not.
No, he's on.
That's
so
Gilchrist.
That must be Gilchrist.
That's Gilchrist. Yep. So we have Kovic here leading, and then we have Rich and Dismuk in the back. Dismuk is peeking. Dismuk is peeking. And he made the move. Oh, and got penetrated by Gilchrist. Gilchrist,
Rich goes
bruh.
around.
Yep. Okay, okay. Good recovery, I suppose. Didn't get T-bone or cause any more damage. Oh man, Gilchrist, you gotta watch out when you're blue flag, especially. Even if you're not, man, you gotta watch out. When you know people are going side by side, they're gonna be slower than usual. I'm onto a fade at the moment. I see pit. He has pit. That's why he's a little further back. There's nothing wrong with that. Actually, may work out in the favor if he get clean air or have a body to run with that doesn't cost him time. Eyeing down J May. Small peek at the chase. Thought twice. May's defending. Used curb. But it's an AMG, so it doesn't care about curbs.
I'm gonna replay this.
Fade is putting inside.
Yellow from Eric's.
Oh,
Skyline.
Skyline. And Fade's gonna make. Oh my god!
A wall ride.
And Fade just made a pass on J May. This got a yellow too. Oh my god, that wall ride though. That was even more
impressive.
violent than ours last night. What happened to this? Look, oh, power over.
Power over. Slight tap of the wall. I think it'll be alright.
That looks okay.
Checking in with the leader, he's stretched out to about a 7-second lead.
Just gonna walk home from now. Connor Farrell, P7.
Got
I'm
it.
gonna do catch that one. A slide. Okay, no damage.
No damage.
That's
he's
good. Just wrecked the right tires. Could have been worse. No extra collateral damages and no damage to himself. Mansi is coming into the pit. Garcia is definitely done, yeah. 5 minutes in the pit.
I think so.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe. He pit 3 times. So it's Eric's. KC Rich got a yellow. Oh boy, ping pong on the skyline.
That's scary to click on too.
Yeah, coming into 10. Exit. Oh, he didn't even use the curb. Looks like weird. Maybe rear aero damage straight up from. Oh, cause he got touched by Ian. Is that right? Is he the one who got touched by Ian
Yes.
Gilchrist?
Yeah, Gilchrist.
That would have been caused by rear aero damage, and you unsettle the car from lacking rear aero. Hop forward to oh, Swan. You want to catch Swan?
Yep.
And the main screen is Alan Leung and John Liss.
Too much curb.
Ooh, too much curb. Yep, you don't quite use the
Oh,
inside
that's-
curb there. Oh, okay,
That's expensive.
just pass. Yeah, the inside curb makes the corner off camber. Sends you right to the outside. Okay, Alan is being a little conservative / safe through the S's after the skyline. Didn't use the curb, but he's holding on very well, so I guess he doesn't need the curb right now. Just looking for opportunity to get close enough for a pass on Joan Liss.
So Laz is his competition for silver.
That's
He's
right.
currently 7 points behind Allen.
They're in 4th and 5th place. That may be a big enough gap. Is that true?
I'm not sure.
Point difference between 4th and 5th place. And then Fisher just yield as a blue flag. John Liss looks like has front aero damage.
So for 4th place, we'll get 85 points. 5th place, we'll get 80.
Ooh, 5 points. Not quite enough.
Not
So
enough.
Alan is still safe from behind. So he's not very much pressure for overtake here. But we don't know if he knows that point system. I don't have enough brain power to know the point system when I'm driving.
No, I didn't want to think about it either. I was glad
Just
Ian
drive.
told me. Yeah, I was glad Ian told me what needed to happen. Of course, it didn't happen, and that's okay. Yellow for Menzies on replay.
I got you. Oh, that sideway, yeah?
Yeah, out of 10.
Oh, looks like he entirely forgot to lift.
Yep, he turned in a little late, looked like.
Yeah. All right, now Les and Leung caught up with Dykstra. It's a 3-car train out of Force Elbows.
Now, if Laz can get around Dykstra, a P3 will net him 92 points.
That's enough. That's 12-point delta, right?
Yep.
For the 2 place. It looks like Leung's going for undercut. Excellent pit entry. Whiff through the chicanes. Looks tidy. Let's see how his undercut works out. Last lap, Leung was doing 4 flat. Oh, 8 flat. So yeah, definitely is highly compromised. I mean, I suppose that include pit entry as well.
Yeah, that includes pit entry.
Rife and Liz got invalidated last lap. Hopefully Rife didn't have much damage. Speaking of Rife, our leader is 10 seconds away. So solo ride again. No surprise here though.
A is just now entering Forest Elbow.
Liz need to get around Dykstra for a silver win. Maybe Leung can pay Dykstra to back him up. Depends who Dykstra lean toward. Or who'll pay Dykstra more.
Alan's tough here. He raced me. He raced me pretty tough back in season 6 here.
Who?
Alan.
I see. Oh, that's right. He was D5 here, and I got kicked out in season 6, and I hated it.
You were too fast, sir.
And I hated every second of that. I absolutely got Reckoner. Who's Reckoner? Do we know you?
That is Rutledge.
That's Rutledge. Oh shit.
We're down 3 drivers now. We're down to 20.
Oh yeah. Let me check the log. Garcia's gone. Monsi's gone. Yeah, so Garcia's Peace Waltzer, so it's just Guerrero holding up their team podium. Rutledge didn't look like he had a nice time. I'm with you, dude. I gonna take a break next season. We'll be back though. But I will.
Tough spot to get turned around backwards on the track too.
Dude, you can't. When you're up there, like even without traffic, that it's narrow enough. You have to do a 5-7 point turn to turn yourself around, even without traffic. Looks like Liz is falling back from Dykstra a little bit. I'm gonna check Corner Farrell. Right now he's about a second behind Guerrero. Let me take a peek at Leung's pit. 6-second pit, 33-second delta. Best pit so far.
Laz is right back on Dykstra.
Oh, Dykstra made a boo-boo maybe? Then into Conrad straight. Alan Leung had a very textbook perfect pit, so maybe the undercut can work out, especially when Laz is still behind Dykstra. They're running, last lap was 4.2, 4.5 or 4.3. To be honest, that's two pretty good laps. I wish I can sustain that pace myself. And that's them in traffic fighting.
A little power over here out of Shatner.
Ooh, and a chase.
Yep.
Oh, that's a ginormous gap between 16th and 15th. Looks like maybe a multiple pit delta there. Yep, 2 pit delta. And Ma has just 1 pit, but has a really long 3 minutes pit. Oh, Ma's 3 minutes pit must have been teleported because they didn't count. And Swan, both Swan and Eric has 2 and 3 pits. I wonder how did it count service a mandatory pit sometimes. That was once we saw Stephanie teleport in an account.
Maybe it just felt sorry for her because,
yeah.
to be fair, she was upside down right before that. It's like Rizzuto's taking his pit.
Yep. I'm keeping an eye on Leung's last lap pace. Leung's last lap is 6.78. About 7.5 tenths quicker than Liz. Kovic, yellow. I'm gonna catch that. Ooh, turn 6-7, and then ping pong from there. Going too brave. Want to flat that. Oh, and teleport it.
Return to pits.
Yep. Into Connor Farrell, his teammate. Look in the back of Guerrero, his Wasser's division. Oh, a little
Connor.
wall
Connor a
wrapping.
little wide.
Yep. A little wide for the assist. Compromised the dip. Kovic went to the pit. Yep, he teleported.
Has Rear taken his pit?
Yes, they both have pit.
Okay.
So this is elbows out. That's another 27 minutes. So another 14, 15 laps for them. Elbows out.
Am I seeing that delta right? That he's a minute behind P6?
Damn. I am seeing the same thing. I am seeing the same thing. What is going on? I don't know if I believe that, to be honest. Because they're on the same lap. I'm just looking at the lap count. And
yeah, I think it's probably correct because Alan is in forced elbow right now.
Oh, you're right, huh? It is. He is in force elbow. And they're just starting the mountain.
Yep.
Hot dang.
A long way back.
Yeah. They're gonna do better though. After he pit, right now his last lap is 205 flat. Liz, oh, I guess Liz is even slower, a second back last lap. So even though I don't think Leung is running his full pace, he is still catching less. Rich got a yellow. I'm gonna catch that. That is exit turn 10 right before Skyline. Tidy through 8.
I've seen this episode before.
9, 10. Yup. Ooh. Yup. That was him before, right? Same thing, was it?
Yeah, I believe so. No, he had snap oversteer and went back to the inside wall.
Who did that earlier with rear damage?
I think it was the same car. He just hit the other wall.
Now Jones is back to Liz. Red just yielded to Rife. I believe that is. That was Rife. Back on Liz.
That was teammates if Rich yielded to Rife.
Oh, are they teammates?
Yes.
Oh, I cannot tell from the livery.
I think Rich is not running the GRR livery.
Oh, we got a traitor.
Everybody's fairly spread out now.
Yep. I'm on list chasing Dykstra still. Coming down to the chase. Oh, Dykstra power over. Free place for Liz.
Caught that live.
Yup. Let's see what's their last lap pace as they come across, as Les came into the finish line. 4.47. That is pretty blistering lap, I would say. Leung is closing down. Last lap Leung is 2.5 tenths quicker. Ma got a yellow. You want to catch that one?
Yeah.
It looks like he may have teleported.
He did. He's already in the pits.
Oh.
Maybe
What
I didn't
happened?
go back far enough. I don't know. He was already backwards against
That
the wall.
looks very polite, the way he stopped. Conifero, I'm gonna catch that. Oh my god, in the assist, he's ping-ponging. Stay with him live. Exiting 10 looks good. Oh. Yup. Braking too late. Well, the Skyline upset the rear.
Thomas Ma has left the building.
Is he gone?
Yes.
Where another man down?
Yep.
Rip. Everybody's fairly spread out. Our leader K, who has never get screen time, I'll give him a little bit of screen time. How about that? I'll throw you a bone.
Poor guy.
I know. He just never make it interesting for us. He's 12 plus second ahead. Last lap time was 4.4 about. Dang. Rife last lap was 4.9. Right now 4.1. They're so quick.
Both still have to pit, yeah?
Correct. Fisher still has to pit. What, did Fisher not count? I thought she went in. Did she tally in? She tallied in.
I didn't think she tallied in.
She did apparently. Either way, she didn't count. So she got to go in. Kovic still got to go in, and then the top 4 drivers got to go in. So far, Leung is the one who has the best stop. Textbook 6 second. No damage, no nothing. Stop, and then GTFO. But Zutu is the next with the next fastest pit with a 14-second stationary and pit delta of 42 seconds. let's get in Rife. Also didn't get a whole lot of screen time. So he's 13 seconds behind our leader K, but his gap to his rear, Les, is even larger. 21 seconds. Ooh, deep an elbow. Elbows deep, I guess I could say. I'm gonna hop onto Gorer, about a second and a half to Dykstra. Yeah, that is ginormous gap between 5th and 6th place.
It shows me 11 seconds to Dykstra. We have yellow from Fade though on the replay.
Yep. Oof. Skyline.
Tried to pull off the wall ride. Quite get the dismount though.
Gotta play a little more NASCAR. Guerre just got a PB of 5:01. I'm gonna hop on Leung real quick and check the relative. So right now Leung is 27.5 seconds behind Les, which is less than a pit delta, less than a perfect pit delta.
Yes.
So right now Leung is most likely effective P3. Undercut worked out. I may look a little further. Rife is a little too far. Assuming Rife has a perfect pit, he would be still out of reach of Leung. So right now Leung's eyeing an effective P3. Alright, who? Guerrero got a yellow. I'm gonna replay that. Oh. Oh my god, he saved it! He saved it!
Tokyo Drift through Ford's elbow, not bad.
He's gotta get spanked the entire way down Conrad, but dang, what a save!
Live to fight another day.
Yup. Luckily, he still have 4 seconds of breathing room from Conafero from the back. I'm sure that hurt, but he's still here, still fighting, still in one piece. I'm gonna hop on board with Stephanie. Oh, Stephanie's car looks wrecked. I'm gonna look at her and check out the pit delta. She's 11th right now. If she did a perfect pit, so no damage, I assume she's not fixing damage since it's pretty late. She may come out in front of May. May right now in P13 is 26 seconds behind her. So if she pull off a perfect pit, she can be in front of J May. Looks like Les just went to the pit. I'm gonna go into Leung.
Stay on Laz.
Yep. Has he stopped or is he approaching the pit?
He's
the
still
box?
approaching.
Approaching, cool. And Alan is coming to Murray corner.
Just
His
stopped.
straight. Oh, he got a nice pit. Yeah, that's too late. And we're just gonna watch Leung drove past there. Yup. And he's still stopping. That is a long stop.
Yep.
What was the 11-second stationary time? It is 5 extra seconds than Leung, so that would give Leung a good breathing room.
Good bit of cushion.
Yep, right now the gap between P4, P3, Leung and Les is 7+ seconds. Very well undercut. I would say usually this game do not favor undercut, but here it does. I'm back on with Dismuk coming out of the elbow, chasing Pazutu. down Conrad.
It's amazing that our closest battle is 2.1
2
seconds.
second, yeah, huh? And we have multiple 1 minute gaps. I guess we just don't have a lot of cars. We're down to 19 at the moment. Let's see who else left. Yeah. Oh, so the last one was Tima that you mentioned.
Yeah.
I believe Stephanie just gonna run until the last moment. Just not a lot of pressure to do otherwise. Stephanie right now 17 seconds behind Dismukes, 18 seconds near, and then behind her is she has a gap of 13.5 seconds from Fate. Obviously, the car in front and behind her has pit, and Stephanie has not, so she doesn't really shoot, and I would say shouldn't really fight any one of them, but we only have 8 laps left, so just drive a couple more lap pit, hopefully a perfect stop, and came out in front of May. Let's look at the last lap. Stephanie last lap is 6.1, May's last lap is 7.2, so there's a 1 second delta. So if that pace delta sustain, Stephanie can definitely come out of her pit in front of J May, which is not a whole lot. That's 2 places only.
Yeah.
She only loses 1 place from pitting. Yeah, the gap here is really large. The PVE here is rough. Really, that's not. I think we only seen 1 penetration so far, right? From T2, from Gilchrist.
Maybe a couple.
Penetration?
Yeah, we had May and somebody in turn 4. Pretty early on.
Oh yes. There was one. Yes.
Yep. The
Got turned around.
incident.
Yep. Yeah. So I would say not a whole lot. Mostly really is PVE and then try to clear the blockage.
Yep.
Which causes more damage, but it's fastest. It's not, except unless you extremely quickly teleport yourself away, there's not a whole lot else you can do. Even if you like hold your breath and stay still, up in the mountains just narrow. Okay, looks like Stephanie just went to the pit.
See how long she's there.
Yep. And I'm staying with this Mook. Actually, I'm gonna stay with J May. J May's coming into the chase in the middle of it, exiting. Approaching pit entry, and Murray. Oh my gosh, she's still stationary. Nope, that's too late. May's gonna keep his place. Oh, Stephanie. Oh, Stephanie.
I think she's fixing damage. She has to be.
That's too late, lady. You don't fix damage this late. Yep, that leave J May a very comfortable gap of 13 plus second. I'm gonna hook up on Tony Swan. Looks like there's a yellow. Looks like Skyline.
I'm on with Dismukes. He's now within a second of Pizzuto.
Oof. Right before the drop on turn 14. I'm back on with you. Eric's 18th. I'm gonna catch that one. You stay there. Oh, Eric's looks like tallied in turn 8. Oh my god, that was violent. I'm back on with you. 8/10s apart. Whoa, 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 whoa. What happened? We had a lead change.
We do have a lead change. Did K?
Oh, K pit. Yes, okay. Oh, scare me for a second. I wish the pit requirement shows up on race control, so I don't have to look on both ends to see that. Man, give me a heart attack. What the? Rife's last time is a 3.47.
Yep.
I suppose that is excellent still, regardless. This track has very little tire wear if you don't damage them, so the tread wear itself is quite little. Fisher got a yellow.
On it.
The chase power over.
Chase power over, yep.
She has a gap behind her, yeah? Yes, she still does. Yeah, I was talking about the tread wear on this track is not a whole lot. That's not a whole ton of high-speed corner. So you don't put a ton of energy into the tires. So as their fuel deplete, your car just have less fuel and the tire is not that crap. So at the end, you can actually run quite fast. Your pace don't decrease that much, which was quite refreshing for me, actually. Usually, 30 minutes in, I'm like cursing so much about my tires already. I'm like, dude, I'm done with this set. Give me a new set. But I don't want to pay that pit delta.
Yeah, I really didn't feel it fall off too much.
Yeah, aside from...
I did notice that after my pit, though, I don't think my pressures ever got back up to optimal range.
That I observed that too, but I don't think it's pit related since I pit really early. But I have the same symptoms as you later stage of the race. I was in the low 26 when I started in high 26.
I think it was just with the sun going down.
Yeah, I was thinking about that, but on my dash, the temperature changes. Oh man, this went really wide on Audi. I don't think the temperature change was that drastic, like maybe a degree Celsius, and that was it. But yeah, my tire pressure has a significant drop. They're still within the window, but for a couple of laps that I had in behind the traffic, I was getting a little worried. The sidewall feel a lot less stiff.
Yeah.
All right, so right now we have 5 laps left. Only 2 drivers has not pit. Our current leader, Rife and Kovic. I'm going to Rife real quick. That's not Rife. Rife, okay. Let's look. Yes, he only lose 1 place. Because K is 13 seconds behind. Another place long behind is 50 seconds. So if he doesn't do anything super wrong, he would get to keep P2 pretty easily.
Which, let's face it, that's what we were all competing for today anyway.
Yeah, with a D1 driver in D6 race.
Kovac just made his pit.
Okay. I'm gonna hop onto Kovac real quick. Look at his delta. He just dropped,
Connor Farrell is also in the pit.
Like Swan is coming into the pit straight.
He beat him out.
Yep. Swan totally... Kovic totally got Kovic. Dismuk is getting closer and closer to Patsutu. I'm gonna hop on board with Dismuk. They're in the Audi hairpin right now. Farrell's in the pit still. What? Oh, did he just barely went in?
I think he may have teleported.
Oh.
Dismuke's very close now.
Dismuke won his place. A little conservative, throw the S's, the drop. A little lock up for the elbow.
Still got a better run out.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, easy. Whoa, that was a delta. That was a big speed delta there.
Did he back out to let him by?
Yeah, that looked like that to me. I wondered. That big of a delta, it looked like, oh, I'm gonna replay that. Looks like Fisher just got Connor Farrell. Oh no, from the pit, of course. Okay, Rive just entered the pit, and we got a lead change back to our D1 driver K. Are you on Farrell?
I'm on Rife.
On Rife. Farrell just parked his car. And Telly, I'm gonna replay that. No! I didn't tell it enough. I'm gonna try this. Oh, coming out of the pit. Dang it, nope. I'm gonna try it again. What happened? What? Oh, did he not have enough fuel? What happened to Connor Farrell? He just parked after making a turn 2. There was turn 2, yeah. And very civilized way. Something happened to Connor. Dismuke made a pass on Pizzuto. I missed that.
No. Pizzuto backed out of it on
Oh, that's right.
straight.
You're right. That's right. Thank you. That was weird. That was weird. Because they were fighting for a while.
Yeah.
Like, why now? Did they have a problem? So right now, Dismuke is behind. It's 2.2. I'm gonna hop onto Liz. It's 3 seconds behind Lang. We have 2 laps to go. I don't think he's gonna catch it. That's a little large.
It is 3.5. Well, 3 seconds now, but
Yep. That's a little far ahead to catch Learn. Learn can, I feel like with 2 laps, you can bleed that gap. It's like to drive safely and bleed it.
yeah.
But a boo-boo will cost you 3 seconds if you make a mistake up the mountain. But if you bleed that gap, you can safely still stay ahead with little risk. Connor Farrell just left, exit the pit again. I don't know what happened. That is strange. Right now, Connor came out just behind Tony Swan into turn 2.
He's a lap behind Swan. No, they're on the same
No,
lap.
they have a second. So this is for realsy.
yeah.
Guerrero, you going to catch Guerrero?
Where is...
7th. Oh, well, deja vu. We have seen that before, yeah?
Yep.
That setup is quite tricky, I feel like.
It is. I did that several times in practice
Yeah,
myself.
you just gotta find a way you can compromise to be safe while not losing too much speed. I just end up like trying to be safe, period.
Took a shortcut through Skyline, up through
Yep.
the chase. That's the leader right behind him.
The Dr. Pepper.
Yep.
Good yield.
Yep.
All right, I'm still on the main screen. Oh, Eric's last P18.
Guess power over out of the last turn.
Connor just made a move on Tony Swan in the kink. Ooh, damage a little bit. Oh, and Tony Swan overshot it. Will he lose extra place? No, he will not lose extra place. That is a lap car.
Laz is now down to 1.4 behind Allen.
Yeah, Allen's definitely burning that gap. To me, that would be if he knows his comfort level. He's quite fast here, so bleeding a gap would make just even 5/10 up the mountain would make him drive so much safer, and then Liz would stand no chance chasing. Back on Liz. Is Leung having a traffic issue? That's Connor in front.
I think that's Connor, yeah.
Oh, that is not fun for him. Coming up to Connor, right in the mountain. That would be tough for Connor to let him go. And that may back him up right to Les. And Les may have one chance to try funny business.
This is going to be close.
Yeah. Dude, to be fair, Connor's doing pretty good this downhill section. Leung's not really catching in this downhill section.
Leader has finished the race.
Kay just finished the race, looks like. You want to follow people through the line? I'll stay with this last minute fight.
Yeah. Well, I'll just be getting rife.
Yep. Last is 6/10 behind, coming into the kink.
Rife has just crossed the stripe, P2.
A little far back to lunch. 6/10 behind, less. And that's it.
He's got it.
Leung get to keep the place.
And the silver
And
championship.
the silver championship. And last is P3.
P4.
P4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Case
People
split
quitting.
immediately.
Yep. As always. And we have who's
Beard
next?
is done.
Bay is crossing the line. Coming to last corner. May exiting the chase into Murray. Shatner. Gilchrist and Dykstra. Where Fisher's coming in. Oh yeah, her front bumper looks very correct, too correct. And the last lap of the season, people. We got Eric's coming into the dipper. Let's hop on board. And force elbow, massive under. The last straightaway of the season. You want to peek around at the race review for me, please?
Yeah. I'll try to grab Allen if I can because I'm certain K is not there.
Yep. Oh,
I'll check
a little
for him
over.
though.
Cut the chase a little bit, no biggie.
Nope,
Just
K is
finish the
not there.
race. Into Murray. And our last driver to cross the line. Very well, D6. Welcome. And congratulations for finishing Season 9 of SRA GT3 main series. Alrighty. Your Discord mic is acting up. Rife's here.
Okay. Rife is here. I was wanting to grab Alan. He won the silver championship.
Yep. You want to ask Connor Farrell? I'm going to grab Connor real quick.
Okay.
Hello, Connor. Can you hear us? Oh, you're on the phone. Sorry, sir. I didn't know you were on the phone. If you don't want to talk on the phone, you can just dip. I'm sorry. I just wondering, why did you have to teleport back after turn 2?
Yeah. So I pit for damage from 8th place. Had it all selected, sat there for the entire repair time, and then it didn't fix the damage. I simply still had that damage when I left the pits, so there was no way I was going to make it around again, so I just had to go back.
I see. How much was your damage?
I don't even think it wasn't even that bad. It was like 35 seconds, I think, but it was enough that the game was telling me I had to pit. So
you had meatball.
Yeah.
I see. Then you have no choice if you have meatball.
Yep.
I see.
Yep. And then that damage was just still there when I came out, so that was disappointing.
Oof. Because that looked really weird the way you went back. I was like, that looks too civilized to be teleporting. So I see.
Yeah.
That explains it.
Yeah, I mean, my steering angle was all messed up, so I knew I was not going to be making it around again.
Yeah,
in less
suspension
time than
damage.
Teleporting. Right.
Well, I'm sorry to hear about that. A pit mishap is always frustrating, to say the least.
It was full on a glitch of the game too, because I
what's
had
it?
everything selected. I waited the entire time.
Oh wow, so you get double spank for the repair time.
Yep. I had
wow.
to sit through the same repair twice.
Dang.
Oh man.
That's not nice.
No, it is not.
Well, that does suck. Oh, I wonder why. Because I have heard so many of these pit bugs. I've never seen one of them myself. Like experience, very luckily. So
Yeah, that's the first time that's ever happened to me.
yeah, because I've heard about the 1 liter bugs a lot too, but very luckily I've never experienced it. So I'm like, not gonna complain. I mean, but
yeah,
that is weird.
I had already done my required stop, so it was just
Extra on extra.
Really unfortunate across the board.
Yep. Oh wow, not a nice way to finish season. Hopefully you are you coming back next season? Hopefully you have a better time next season.
Oh, absolutely. And nothing has made me miss the McLaren more than this race, because 1 hour in the Porsche on that mountain made I think my longest stint during the endurance race was 4 hours. It made that seem like a Sunday drive. So
hot dang.
I'm ready to be back in the McLaren.
Yeah, looks very dangerous in the Porsche.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
I have seen. So you drove the McLaren in the 12 hours, yeah?
Yes.
Do you know where is turn 7, turn 8?
I can't remember turn numbers. Wait, is that the top of the hill?
Yeah, practically top of the hill. After the first crest that you may or may not have to lift. I heard McLaren could flat that under full fuel. Is that right?
If I remember right, during the endurance, we were just about flat. I think I might have had to lift a smidge. Certainly a lot less than in the Porsche.
I see. Yeah, I can't get back to mid-engine cars either, so I hope you had a better next season in the mid-engine car.
Yeah, me too.
Well, I'm hoping to see you again next season in about 3 weeks or so. I'll send you back to the race chat. Congrats, nonetheless.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. All right, we have Rife and Alan here.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab Alan right now.
Cool. Hello, Alan.
Hello.
Well, congrats for the silver champion.
Thank you.
How do you feel about this race overall? How do you rate your own performance?
I think I could qualify a bit better, but overall the results were good.
Your undercut was quite successful, I would say.
Yeah, I had trouble like going by him cleanly, so I thought, you know what, I got a better pit first.
It's a good call.
Yeah, so I think I got like maybe 7 or 8 seconds.
Yep.
When he left the pits, so it was just enough to carry me through the race.
Yeah, and then you just slowly bleed the gap in the last couple of laps to be safe.
Yeah, because I was encountering the blue markers.
Yep. Connor was having mechanical issue apparently in front of you.
Yeah.
So I had a thought in my head during the second half of the race that I didn't want to mention live on stream and jinx you. That you had a absolutely clean race so far.
Yeah.
So I did not mention that on stream. I didn't want to jinx you and be the reason that you didn't finish where you should have. So
I mean, there were a few close calls in the early laps where I had to dodge.
Yeah, you were one of the first who executed the perfect pit tonight, and that helped you tremendously.
That's great to hear. I think I practiced quite a bit over the last couple of weeks.
Not Connor. Les behind you had his gap was 5 seconds about longer than yours, so that brought your gap into 7 seconds. Because if he didn't, the gap would be what, about 2.5 seconds, and then you have another probably 8 laps to go. It will give him give you a little more pressure.
I wonder if he had maybe fixed a little bit of damage, maybe.
That's,
I know he rubbed the wall when I was behind him.
That was my guess, but it looked like when he came out to me, his front bumper was still damaged, so I could not tell. But yeah, that was a good undercut, good race. You have really good pace here. We all just wish to drive as fast as you guys, to be honest. You guys, the top D6 here in Bathurst are incredible.
Thank you so much.
Well,
did you slow your pace down the last few laps?
Yeah, I didn't want to wipe myself out.
It's a good call. we noticed that Laz had made up a lot of time on you just the last few laps, and
yeah,
we kind of figured that was the deal.
Yeah, I was watching that like time difference delta like every lap. Yeah.
Well, hopefully we'll see your Shui soon on the stream.
So. I guess I gotta do that.
Yep, it's mandatory. Absolutely mandatory.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll see you in next season if you get promoted to D5, which I wouldn't be surprised. I'll be commentating your race again. I'll be commentating next season for D5 on Tuesday. So.
Oh, great! I thought we were gonna lose you forever.
Yeah, I thought so too, to be honest. But then I decided to just take a break for a season from racing, and I keep doing this for you, everyone.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, thank you for the streams every week.
Yep. Hope you had fun watching and racing. I'll send you back to race review.
Okay, awesome. Okay.
Cheers, guys.
Congrats, buddy.
All right. No winner, of course. Rife, yes.
Sure, you can grab him.
Andrew.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Yes, thank you. Back on the podium.
Was it lonely or was it lonely up top?
It wasn't lonely, actually. You know, there was a lot of action going on in terms of blue flags.
Blue flags, yeah.
And other things. There were a couple of times where I think, well, I'd say a couple. I think there was one instance where I had to take some avoiding action against somebody in front. There was a fairly close call, but I don't remember any other instances of that. But there was a lot of fun moments this race. I really enjoyed it.
Were you pleased about your pit?
Yes, actually, so it's an interesting story. Long and short of it is I took 110 liters of fuel, thought that would get me just about to the end of the race. Didn't end up being the case, and when I switched to my relative, I saw that Kay was behind me by about 19 seconds before my pit stop, and Alan, I think it was, who was P3 at the time,
Correct.
was 37 seconds behind them. What I didn't realize was that that was a 37-second gap to K. So I thought I was in real danger of falling to P3, when in reality I was pretty safe. So I was messing around with my pit strategy quite a bit to find out how much fuel I actually needed to take, because I ended up taking, I think in the end, 4 liters actually.
I see. So about 114 total?
Yes, I thought I was originally going to take 12, and then I brought that down to 8, and then when I saw it was a 37-second gap, I was like, oh my god, that's like minimum pit delta time, and I was like, I need to take as little as I possibly can. So I went for 4 liters of fuel, and then I got out of the pit and realized he was 19 seconds behind me. I was like, oh. So,
could have taken plenty more.
Yes, but I was pleased with my pit stop. I stopped a little bit short of the marker, but it was minimal time loss. I think it was like 2 seconds, 2-3 seconds.
How much fuel have you spared at the end? Were those 4 liters necessary?
I don't think so, because we got the white flag very, very early. It was like a minute and a half left in the race when the white flag was shown. And I think if we went for one more lap, I would have been pushing it. I think that would have been like the last lap I could have gone around. So by that metric, I was pushing to the very, very limit.
I see.
But I think I had some to spare because the white flag flew early.
That's always good to have about 1 lap extra. In my head is, if I finish with about or just under 1 lap, I did good math. Because it's hard to predict exactly when the white flag comes on the race clock.
Well, especially here. I mean, it's a long lap, so it can be really difficult to tell when that's going to happen. And yeah, I think I was able to do the math. I did catch myself like on the uphill, going into the first of the 3 parks. In the last place that you would want to be looking at something else, I was adjusting my strategy. I was like, how much fuel should I take? And then I got a little bit closer to the wall. I was like, all right, I'm going to focus up until I get to the back straight, and then I'm going to worry about this.
Rub the wall a little on the top?
Maybe a little bit, yeah. Let's be honest. I mentioned in the race chat before we started that I was going to leave a little bit of my livery on
on the wall,
different spaces on the track, and I did do that. There was one time where I turned into the dipper a little bit too early and made contact at the apex there, and there was a time I in the fast left-hander all the way out to the wall on the outside. I hit that once. Yeah, there's loads of spaces where there's a little bit of a GRR livery on the track, so.
Still good score. And also, as long as you're pointing the right way, it is pretty good here, I would say.
Yeah, no, I was pleased. I think I ended with like 17 seconds worth of damage.
Oh, wow.
How did it feel?
It felt fine. The aero balance was still okay. The McLaren, very stable car. Like I said before, I wasn't on stream, but I mentioned to you guys, I was running a higher downforce setup, so the stability was still there. I could still have faith in the car.
Nice. So maybe also it was mostly door damage, perhaps?
Maybe.
Instead of straight front or rear end?
I don't think I ever had a straight collision with the wall. I hit the front right, maybe, but not really like directly on the bottom.
Just a little rubbing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe just the 13 seconds is on the doors, thus you don't feel the balance change. Because in my past experience, if you ding the front bumper, you suffered. It's quite sensitive to the front aero damage.
Yeah, I do think actually in retrospect, there were a couple of times where it felt like it was understeering a little bit, but certainly nothing I couldn't handle. Something I could also tack up to tire wear, which was pretty low on this track, all things considered. I have my traction control set to a higher value than I usually do. I started on 3, felt really, really good. I changed down to 2 with about 20 minutes left. But usually when hot lapping, I run 1 TC. So it was a little bit higher than usual, but nothing that I couldn't handle.
Nice. So you have been saving the tires. That's good.
Well,
I was the other way around. I used a little too much. It's like, oops, gotta crank up the TC a teeny bit.
Yeah, no, I was able to push for a good majority of the race, especially in the opening minutes. A conversation I was just having with some of the guys before you pulled me in specifically was, I don't know if you noticed, but in qualifying, I actually had a couple of laps where I was improving and got held up by a car in front of me. So, I had the 202.4 on the board, was improving by 4 or 5 tenths potentially, down into the 201 range, which I would have been very pleased with. and ended up getting held up by another car. So I didn't get the chance to improve my lap time, qualified behind Laz, and by the time I got past Laz, which was only due to a mistake on their part, they went a little bit deep at turn 4, and I was able to capitalize on that. Very solid move by me, by the way. Casual plug there. But by the time I got past, there was already a 2.5 or so second gap to K in front, and while I was able to reel it in a little bit, you know, I expected K to have very, very strong pace, so I was a bit surprised to see that I actually had them in a couple of spots. I was a bit more confident, I think, through the Skyline S's section on the downhill as a whole, but if I was within 1 second or so, if I was able to get up to their diffuser in a couple of spots, I'm fairly certain that this could have been a different race, because it would have started to make them think about something. They might have made a mistake. Something to that effect, and who knows where it would have gone from there. And they stole my fastest lap at the end, so that sucks. But yeah.
You held that for quite a while.
Could you have beat the 2012?
The 2012? No. Not at all. My fastest lap around this track is a 201885, so that is well outside my reach.
I think he set that on his first lap.
Yeah.
That was insane.
I think it's pretty obvious that, you know, Kay coming into this, I was talking to Stephanie earlier on, and she mentioned that he's got a lot of experience in other sims. So getting to grips with ACC, you know, he kind of qualified a little bit lower. But once he got into the groove, it was very obvious that he was a quick driver. So there's no surprises anymore. You know, after Brands Hatch, I think everybody kind of expected him to be near or at the top. And like I said before, you know, he's just fast. You know, there's nothing to say about it.
Yep.
Good race.
Yeah, congratulations on the podium.
Yep.
Yes, thank you. Unfortunately, it wasn't quite enough to to secure P3 in the driver's standings. So you want to hear something ironic, actually. At Laguna Seca, when I was behind Zodi Fade after my pit stop in the last 3 laps or so of the race, if I had overtaken them, I would have finished 7 points higher than them at Laguna Seca. You want to know what the gap is?
That would be just enough.
Gap is 6 points. I'm just behind Zodi. If they had been down 1 position at this race, or if I had overtaken them at Laguna Seca, I would be on the podium for the Drivers' Championship as well. So, well raced to them.
They backed you up good.
Yeah. No, I got nothing but respect for that. I mean, the gap between me and O'Neill, who finished in second as well, about 24 points. I'm going to be teaming up with him for the 4-hour endurance race at Laguna Seca and the BMW M2. So I'm looking forward to that. And it's just been a really good season. Lots of interesting stories to go around, and I hope that a lot of people, you know, get what they deserve in terms of promotions. You know, I'm expecting to move up.
Straight to D1.
Hey, to move up. I don't think that's quite necessary. But yeah, Zodi.
He's not far.
Caleb, yeah, there are other fast drivers here who, you know, I haven't listed. You know, Shatner as well. I think that he's shown a little bit of pace. So I think there's a lot of promotions on the cards for the D6 drivers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, D6 driver always learn so quickly. There's a bunch of D6. They're new to ACC or new to the league, and they just learn from D6 to D4 pace within 3-4 weeks. I'm so jealous.
Well, yeah, I guess I kind of find myself sitting on that stool. At most of my hot lap times, I think all actually, I checked the hot lap leaderboard, which granted the division times are a little bit outdated, but I think all of my times fall in D3 except for Zolder, where I managed to get a D2 time somehow. So yeah, I think that I improved quite a bit, and that's I would suppose that's kind of what D6 and D7 are most likely for.
Yeah,
is kind of as an improvement area for
and
people who
newer drivers discovering their feeling in driving on the steering wheel.
Yeah, because as I mentioned before, you know, prior to the league starting, you know, I only thought like, yeah, you know what, I'll qualify for SRA about 5 or 6 hours before qualifying actually ended.
Oh wow.
At which point I'd only put in like 10 to 15 hours on the game at all, and you know, prior to that, my entire sim racing experience was like 178 hours in Formula 1. I've done some, you know, indoor rental karting before, but it was a really, really good experience. And, you know, Sim Racing Alliance, they've had some amazing race standards as well here. So I'm just so pleased, you know, and a huge thank you, of course, to you guys. I feel like this is kind of self-serving a little bit as well, but thanks to you guys for putting on the show. And thanks to the stewards and the staff for helping out. Yeah, it's been great.
Yeah, thank you for commenting. To you on D3, is that right? Or D4?
D4
season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you going to be doing that next season?
I'll definitely be commentating. I don't know what division I'm going to be in. So if I ended up being in D4, then it probably wouldn't be able to commentate D4. But I'll definitely be commentating next season. But yeah, as a last kind of idea here, I want to give a shout out to my teammate as well, Casey Rich, who I believe ended up putting 323 points up this season, and we ended up 3rd in the team standings. So I'm very pleased with that. He's put in a lot of hard work too, I know, and he's been kind of on the same boat as me, a little bit newer to ACC. So I'm really pleased to see that this was the result we were able to get as a team.
He was running pretty well tonight before a couple of accidents.
I did see some yellows pop up there, but
yeah,
I think he's got potential. So
he got penetrated. So
okay. Well, that's unfortunate.
Yeah,
but yeah, he's had improvement over the season, so I'm proud of him. I'm glad we were able to, you know, get that P3 in the team standings.
A good season for you guys. Hopefully, actually, I don't know if I'm going to see you because I'll be commentating D5 next season, and I don't think you belong there either. So,
well, we'll see. You know, it's not
how much
impossible.
sand you gonna keep in your car, huh? Depends.
None anymore. I mean, I never sandbagged. I've made that point clear before. I never sandbagged. I've always put in my all. I think the problem is I just got a lot more enamored with driving GT3 cars than I ever thought I was going to, and I think that some others may have been the ones that suffered for that, so to speak. But it's been a good season. You know, my pace got strong, and for one race at Valencia, I was worried that I was just going to walk away with the whole season. But Kay shot back and made it interesting again. So, and then again, you know, O'Neill and Fade, they were keeping me honest too in a couple of spots. So it ended up working out. I was glad about that.
We'll never know what O'Neill could have done tonight.
I know.
He still plays P2 in the driver's standings, though. He didn't even need to show up.
Yep.
He knew that.
I didn't actually. I didn't know that it accounted for the drop race on the ACC SM page, and he had 555 points going into tonight. And then, of course, when he didn't start, his drop race changed from a 41-point race to a DNS, and now he has 596. So there was no way for me to catch. So yeah, there you go.
Well, good season. Congrats on the podium tonight.
Yep. Thank you very much, and I guess we'll see if I talk to you guys in the commentary booth again.
Yep.
Maybe as partners for a broadcast. Who knows?
I'll be doing Tuesday. So.
Yep. Well, I guess we'll just have to find out. Thanks so much, guys. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Good night. All right, that round out our season 9 SRA GT3 main series. Ups and downs. And surprise, we got a D1 driver in D6. That was kind of outrageous, but it's amazing to see how quick he caught up, like between sims. I didn't know that. I just thought he sandbagged. Like, I didn't know he had other sim experience before. That's kind of cool to see.
It's similar to Kelvin Lau in was that season 5?
Yes, that was season 5. We got smoked.
Yeah. He had a lot of time in other sims as well, and was just starting out on ACC. But he picked it up pretty quick.
Yep. Now it's D1, right? Is that right? I believe.
Yeah, I'm certain he's probably in D1.
Let's see. Oh, no? Is he racing?
Yeah, he's racing.
Kevin Lau's D2. D2 goal.
D2?
He won D2 goal, apparently. Damn. Yeah, surprise, surprise. People just learn quick. I'm jelly. Well, hopefully I'll see SRA again in the next season, season 10. I'll be taking a break from driving. Looks like Sean, you are taking a break too.
Can confirm.
Yep, but I'll be in the booth. Maybe Sean will help me out once a while. We'll be back, SRA. Till next season.